Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad and I'm from class DKM 3A. And my numerator is 10 DKM 20F 2020. And I will be presenting on how to do straight beat using Arc Welding.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amirul Haziz Zamri from DKM 3A. My metric number is 10 DKM 20F 2016. So for today, I will explain about the safety precaution in how to produce an arc welding.
The first step is to worn personal protection equipment (PPE), such as jacket, safety glasses, and safety boots. This is to prevent from injuries and accident occurring and end up injured ourselves or other people. So the second step is to gather all the tools required during welding, such as welding machine, electrode holder, wire brush, chipping hammer, and earth gun. So, and also check all of the equipment if they are 100% functional. The third step is to clean the metal plate using a brush and make sure all the contaminants are gone. On the surface of our workpiece. With this process, a defect like porosity will not likely occur on our workpiece or our workpiece. So porosity is a welding defect that occur that result from unwanted gases being trapped inside or within the molten work powder during welding or during solidification, which cause pocket or pores on the surface or within the bead. So the fourth step is to check if our workplace is in a clean or safe state. This also to prevent from highly flammable material within our working area and end up causing accident. So the fifth step is the workpiece are set up on the work table. So this is based on our preference, what I would prefer, or what we comfortable working with. So if we love to work vertically, then we set up our workpiece vertical. But if we comfortable during welding horizontally, then we're gonna set up our workpiece horizontally. So it's gonna be a lot easier for us to working with. The sixth step is to turn on and adjust the setting on the welding machine based on the requirement, or we can just set the setting from 225 to 300 ENP. This is a common setting that a lot of people use because it can pretty much handle anything that average person is gonna find in the arc welding. So then we move to the next step, which is we're gonna test the setting that have been adjusted on the machine. We're gonna take the same type of workpiece material that we're gonna use to see whether the setting is too high or too low. So if it's too high, then it's gonna penetrate the workpiece. So this step is to avoid that from happening. The eighth step is, after all the preparation are done, I will show how to do straight bead weld. First, start by striking the electrode onto the workpiece until spark occur. Then for the right hand, tilt the electrode holder 15 to 30 degrees to the right, based on what you prefer, and hold the length between the electrode and the workpiece about 3 mm above. This is to prevent a spatter from occurring on our workpiece, on our and also in our workpiece, and make sure the travel speed are neither too fast or too slow. The next step is we're gonna take a chipping hammer and to remove the spatter and slag as much as possible. After that, we're gonna take a wire brush and brush the bead and the workpiece to remove the slag and the spatter. And lastly, the work area and tool are cleaned up and put back in their place. Thank you.
There are 5 safety precautions in this arc welding process. First, put on proper PPE. Second, examine your gear. Third, be aware of your settings. Number 4, shield yourself from fumes and gases. And lastly, number 5, avoid getting burned. So, let's take a look of this safety precaution. So, the first safety precaution is to put on the proper PPE or personal protective equipment. One of the most important decisions you can make to protect yourself as a welder is to choose the appropriate PPE for the job. Here's a quick rundown of the PPE that welders should wear. As an example, safety glasses, face shields, and welding helmets are examples of eye and face protection. For heat and radiation protection, welders must wear flame-resistant outerwear, gloves to protect their hands and lower arms, and welding hoods and goggles to protect themselves from heat and radiations. And lastly, for foot protection, the best shoes for foot protection are spark and heat-resistant leather shoes with coverage above the ankle. Pant legs should be worn over shoes. Second, examine your gear. Before using their equipment, a good welder always double-check that it is operational and properly grounded. Even experienced welders should inspect their equipment on a regular basis for common wear and tear, such as frayed wires or leaking hoses, as this can increase the likelihood of an accident occurring. The third safety precaution is be aware of your settings. Take inventory of your surroundings before beginning a weld. Knowing where to find tools and equipment not only improve your efficiency, but is also essential for your safety. For example, knowing where to find fire alarms, emergency exits, fire extinguisher, sand buckets, and other equipment needed to extinguish flames in the event of a fire is critical. Number 4, shield yourself from fumes and gases. Gases and fumes can be harmful to your health. Make sure you keep your head out of the fumes and don't breathe them in. To remove welding fume and gases, ventilate the area or use an extractor at the arc. The last safety precaution is avoid getting burned. Handle hot equipment or metal that has recently been welded with caution. Allow the equipment or workpiece to cool before using them. If handling is required, wear insulated gloves or use other tools to hold the workpiece such as pliers or tongs. So, that's all from me. Thank you.